Hello everyone and welcome to another video. My track guide for the F4 going around some in Point Raceway. Let's get into it. Qualifying, we want to be on the left side of the track, but turn 1 is a great place to try and overtake within the race. Be as close as you dare to the outside of the track here on the white line. Once we pass the 3 cones here on the left, we will brake. I aim for 85% brake pressure, trailing that off all the way to the inside curb. Once I get to the inside curb, I start to accelerate again, aiming to come out just about mid-track out of the corner. I am all the way down to second gear here. I'm pretty much just following the repaved part around the corner. Just make sure to turn in and get close to the right side of the track, shortening the distance for turn 2. Then we want to stay on the right side of the track for turn 3. I don't brake for turn 3 at all. What I do is I lift off once I get to the end of the emergency road here, and then we pretty much let the car coast into the corner. Once the inside curb starts, I start to accelerate again, aiming for a little bit of a later apex. I prefer to not hit the curb, it does untill the car quite a lot, and of course use all of the available exit curb. Now we want to take the shortest route possible all the way down to turn 5. Turn 4 is flat out, just make sure you come out on the right side of the track. I brake once I get to the changing color of the grass here on the right. I aim for 75% brake pressure, trailing that off all the way to the middle of the corner. In the middle of the corner is also where I pick up the throttle again. I am easing it in just a little bit to make sure we don't spin up the rear tires. And I'm pretty much following the repaved part of the track all the way around. Just make sure to get back to the left side of the track for turn 6. We need a good exit out of turn 6 because we are flat out all the way up to turn 10 after this. I brake once I get to this little dirt patch in the road. I quick hit to about 40%. And we are trailing that off till where the repaved part of the track and the curb meets. This is also where we want to pick up the throttle again. Once I start to accelerate, I go full throttle again, and then we want to let the car track out to just about mid-track. We don't want to drive too many meters, and we also need to make sure we don't ask too much of the car. Now we don't want to hit any of the curbs, but we want to get as close as we dare to them, taking the shortest route possible all the way up to turn 10. And out of turn 9, if you need, you can lean on the outside curb, as that will not hurt your time at all. Then when qualifying, we want to stay on the left side of the track. For turn 10, get as close as you dare to the grass. My braking marker is the little grey dirt patch here on the left. Once I get to that, I turn in and go to about 20% brake pressure and trailing that off until just before the curb starts. And as I get to the curb, I want to go full throttle again. We can cut a little bit of the inside curb, but it will until the car, it is better not to. And of course, we can utilize all of the available room here on the outside. Just make sure you don't go into the gravel as that will slow you down. We want to maximize that corner because we're going onto the start-finish straight. That's my lap around Summit Point Raceway in FIA F4 with a time of 1 minute 7.6. I have more track guides for the F4 linked down below. Hopefully you found this one useful. If you did, leave a like down below, consider subscribing as well, and now for the uninterrupted hot laps.